Free fall motion is an idealized motion in which air resistance is neglected and the acceleration is nearly constant. So this means in a free fall motion, the distance is proportional to the square of time, or the speed increases linearly with time. So as an object falls from a certain height, its speed increases linearly as it goes down. Okay, so free fall formulas can be derived from the equation of kinematics as what we have studied in the previous video. So these are the equations in kinematics, and we just have to replace the acceleration for g, and we can replace the delta x to delta y as we are talking about vertical motion here. So in this case, the acceleration due to gravity is negative 9.8 meter per second square. So we will use the negative sign because we follow the conventional direction. So those going upward will have a positive acceleration, and going downward will have negative acceleration. For example, a small ball is released from a window at t is equal to 0. So the initial time is 0 seconds. So let's assume that also the initial height should be 0 meters in this condition. So we will use the window as our reference. So how far does it travel in 2.8 seconds? So the time is 2.8 seconds, and we are looking for the final height, or how far did it travel. Okay. So we have the formula delta y is equal to VOT plus 1 half GT squared. Okay, so this is y minus y initial is equal to VOT plus 1 half GT squared. So this is 0 and this is also 0. So y is equal to 1 half GT squared. So y is equal to 1 half times 9.8 meter per second square times 2.8 second square. So our height is negative 38.4 meters. So for the next question, if the ball had more mass, would it fall a greater distance? So free fall acceleration is independent of mass. So the distance fallen by a more massive object would be the same. Another example, so we have a rock that is dropped from a garage roof from rest. So if it is from rest, the initial velocity is 0 meter per second. So the initial height, we will also make it as 0 meters. So for question A, determine how long it takes the rock to hit the ground. So we are looking for the time t. So from the equation, so we can use the delta y is equal to VOT plus 1 half GT squared. Okay, since the initial velocity is 0, okay, let me rewrite again. So y minus yo is equal to VOT plus 1 half GT squared. So this is 0, then this is also 0. So y is equal to 1/2 gt squared. So let's multiply both sides by 2. So we get 2y is equal to gt squared. So multiply both sides by 1 over g. So we have 2y over g is equal to t squared. And then for the final formula, we have t is equal to 2y over g. So solving for t, we have a square root of 2 times 6. So we have y is equal to 6 meters over 9.8 meter per second square. So solving this, we will get 1.1066 seconds. Okay, this is the time it takes, or how long does it take for the rock to hit the ground. So it takes 1.1066 seconds. So for the next question, so we have the height is 6 meters and the time is 1.1066 seconds. The question is, so determine the velocity of the rock as it hits the ground. So we have, okay, so we can use the first formula. So V is equal to VO plus GT. So since it started from rest, we can make this as 0. So V is equal to GT. So V is equal to 9.8 times 1.066 seconds. So the velocity or the final velocity is 10.84 meters per second. For the last question, so a second rock is projected straight upward from ground level at the moment the first rock was released. So we have here, this is the garage roof, and this is 6 meters. So the rock was released from here down, and then a second rock is thrown upward at the same time. So the question is, so the initial velocity of the second rock is 6 meter per second. So how long will this second rock take to reach the maximum height? So at maximum height, the velocity is 0 meter per second. So we can use the first equation or first formula, which is V is equal to VO plus AT. So since the final, okay, let's just input. So 0 meter per second is equal to 6 meter per second plus, I'm sorry, this should be G, negative 9.8 times time. So the time is negative 6 meter per second over negative 9.8 meters per second square. So the answer should be 0.61 seconds.